Hello and welcome, and in today's video I'm going to be teaching you guys how to do a 12-stage detail for beginners using a huge variety of AutoFinesse products. Massive thank you to AutoFinesse for sending these out just to have a little bit of a play with, a little bit of a mess around, and to basically make my car look so much nicer. So today's video I'm actually going to be using Flo's car. She's recently got a Mini to kind of test it out and see how much of a difference all of these products can make, ranging from wheel cleaners to snow foams to basically glazes, polishes, clays, waxes, the clay bar, everything like all their lovely shampoos, their glass cleaner, their trim reviver, and everything. It all looks amazing. But one thing that's always good to start off with is your wheels. So jump out the wheel cleaner and basically give that a good old clean around all the wheels, especially if they're really dirty, like the ones the ones on Flo's Mini. So really get in there real deep, use a brush if need be, and basically get that wheel cleaner on there first of all and just let it soak whilst you get the rest of the car ready. The next thing is Citrus Power Bug and Grime Remover. Now this stuff legitimately smells delicious, but if you can avoid drinking the bottle, which you probably should not do, basically give it a good old spray around the car, especially in areas where bug and grime build up. You can shove it all kind of around your front bumper and stuff, the areas that usually get a load of crap, and give it a good old spray and let it soak for just a little while, but don't let it dry. Next, after a little while, we're literally just going to spray it all off. Use your jet wash, get rid of all the wheel clean that you had on the wheels. Spray off all of the bug and grime remover that you had sitting on the car. Basically, you don't want it to dry on there. You want to use it so it'll kind of it sinks in and kind of well, not evaporates, but destroys. I can't think of the wording for it. But it breaks down all of the dirt, all the grime and stuff like that's on your car, especially the wheel cleaner. So you let them soak for a little bit, and then basically just jet wash it all off, get rid of it all, and you'll be ready for the next step. Now this is my favourite bit. Snow foam! So just, you know how to do this. Spray that shit everywhere. Once you've given the snow foam to have a good old soak, all you got to do is rinse it off now. Nice and easy. Now it's time to get your favourite shampoo, whack a little in a bucket. Remember the two-bucket rule? You always use one for shampoo, you put the mitt in, and then you use a second bucket that you rinse the mitt off in. That way you don't kind of take any dirt that you picked up off the car in the mitt and kind of put it back into the same bucket. So always have two buckets, one full of clean fresh water and one full of your soapy water that you dip your mitt into first, and then you rinse it in the second bucket. That way you don't contaminate the other two buckets. Makes you stop picking up dirt and scratches all over your car, all that goodness.
Work from top downwards.
And once again, after you've soaked the whole car up, give it a good old wash. Just rinse away. Now it's time for iron out. This stuff particularly doesn't smell too great. Probably the only AutoFinesse product that doesn't smell nice, but it does look pretty damn cool. You spray it all over your wheels. It helps bleed out all the iron and crap that's like inside your wheels. Just look at it. It looks awesome. Next step is Obliterate. It's a simple solvent tar remover to soften any tar that may be stuck to the vehicle, but please remember to wash your vehicle again before you use the clay bar in the next stage. So it's time for your clay bar and your clay lube. Simply lube up the area, really try and push that clay bar in and about and try and remove any sort of like bits and marks that you can see, any sort of built up tar, anything at all basically. And just give it a good old rubbing. Okay, so give your car another rinse off any of that lube that's left over, and then get out your towel and give it a good old dry. Make sure everywhere is super dry, no watermarks left on it. Use a big towel for this, that'll come in really handy and give you a nice dry finish. Now it's time for your polish, so get out your little polish pad, put some little droplets on there, get it all nice and polished up. And basically, little small circular motions, get that polish on there really nice and thick. Basically, if you're going to use a dual action polisher, machine polisher, you'll get much better results. Obviously, if you want to take a lot longer and do smaller marks and kind of work on small areas at a time, it literally depends on how long you want to take and how much effort you want to put into it, the better results you're going to get. Once the polish goes dry and you can start to see it kind of go a more kind of white colour on the car, basically time to buff it up, polish it off. Basically grab yourself another microfiber cloth and give it a good old kind of buff. And then once you've done that, it's on to the next stage, it's glaze. wacky glaze on top of your polish. The exact same thing as before. It will kind of go a kind of whitey colour over the top again, and then basically just another microfiber cloth and buff that off too. Now, all that hard work you've just done, basically washing the car, cleaning it and polishing it and glazing it, now you want to protect it, so you want to use your sealant or your wax. So if you've got sealant, I believe you use like a kind of sealant prep, and then you kind of use your hard sealant as well. Both two different spray ones available from AutoFinesse. I've got wax instead, so basically get yourself your little wax pad. You can either use a microfiber or you can use like a little kind of foam pad as well. Basically get that wax on there, and then you want to leave it for a little while before you buff that off too. Now this stuff here is bloody brilliant. We're going to now try and dress up all that trim, so all that kind of old plasticky kind of bit around the bumper, the little kind of rubber seals around the door and stuff. We're gonna dress all that trim up. We're gonna make it look shiny and new again with revived trim dressing. Now this stuff basically just kind of adds a little kind of bit of a shine to it, and I really do think it kind of really finishes up, because even after you got all that hard work done on making your paint look good, it's really difficult to make the kind of plastics around the car look good as well. So this trim dressing works brilliantly. So now to match the rest of the nice shiny car, your nice shiny wheels, your nice shiny trim, we're going to make your tyres look a little bit shinier too. This stuff's pretty cool. Basically gives a nice little shine to the outside of your tyres, giving it that kind of show finish. Now you're almost finished, but we're just going to make that glass look nice and shiny. So get out the glass cleaner, get out your microfiber cloth, and then go give that glass a nice shine. Last but not least, finale quick detailer. Go around your car, spray it, give it a nice buff, and make sure everything is glimmering and shiny and perfect. Now it's time to sit back and admire your hard work.